The loudest person in the room is usually the brokest. They're broadcasting, performing, seeking validation through noise. Meanwhile, the quiet one in the corner is calculating, observing, accumulating. Because wealth isn't built through announcement, it's built through strategic silence. And here's the truth that destroys most people. While you're talking about making money, someone quieter is actually making it. While you're explaining your plans, they're executing theirs. While you're seeking applause, they're securing assets. The money game rewards silence and punishes noise. What you're about to learn exists in the shadows of wealth accumulation. Most people believe success is loud, that you need to network aggressively, pitch constantly, announce every move. They think visibility equals opportunity. They're wrong. The wealthiest people you've never heard of built their fortunes in silence. No social media, no press releases, no announcement of their strategies until after they've already won. But you're here because you already sense this. You understand that real power operates quietly, and you're ready to learn how quiet people dominate the money game while loud people chase scraps. Drop one word in the comments: calculating. Mark yourself as someone who understands what most never will.
Strategy 1. Strategic invisibility. The best wealth is the wealth nobody knows about. Every time you announce your financial wins, you've created enemies, attracted parasites, and painted a target. People who were indifferent become envious. People who were friendly become calculating. The quiet wealthy understand stealth is wealth protection. They drive normal cars. They live in modest homes. They wear unremarkable clothes, not because they're cheap, because they're invisible, and invisibility is strategic advantage. Rockefeller understood this. I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. But the hidden wisdom: I would rather 100 people not know I'm earning anything. Look at the truly wealthy, not celebrities, not Instagram rich, actually wealthy families. The Rothschilds, the Waltons, old money dynasties. They operate below the radar. They don't flex, they don't announce, they accumulate in silence. Meanwhile, the nouveau riche broadcast everything: designer logos, luxury cars, penthouse apartments, and they wonder why they're targets for lawsuits, theft, manipulation, and exploitation. Visibility creates vulnerability. Here's how you apply this. Stop announcing your financial progress. Stop posting about purchases. Stop telling people what you're making, building, or accumulating. Your bank account is classified information. Your investments are a need-to-know basis, and most people don't need to know. The sophistication? This doesn't mean live like you're broke. It means live in a way where your actual financial position is unknowable. People should never be able to calculate your net worth from external signals. But here's the warning. When you go silent financially, people who were friendly may become suspicious. They'll probe, they'll ask, they'll try to extract information. Hold your ground. Your financial privacy is more valuable than their curiosity. The twist? The moment you stop broadcasting wealth, you'll notice who was only interested in access to your resources. They'll disappear. Good. That's strategic filtering.
Strategy 2. Listening as intelligence gathering. While they're talking, you're learning. Every conversation is an intelligence opportunity. People reveal their financial ignorance, their strategies, their weaknesses, their opportunities, all freely given to anyone disciplined enough to listen. But most people are too busy talking to extract this value. The quiet person, in every business meeting, every networking event, every casual conversation, is often gathering the most valuable information. They're mapping networks, identifying opportunities, learning what not to do by watching others' mistakes. Silence is active reconnaissance. Sun Tzu taught, know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. Applied to wealth, know the market and know yourself, and you can make 100 deals without loss. And you learn by listening, not talking. Watch how this operates. 10 people at a business dinner. 9 are pitching themselves, their ideas, their accomplishments. 1 is asking questions, listening intently, taking mental notes. 6 months later, the 9 are in the same position. The 1 has identified 3 opportunities from information freely given by people too self-absorbed to realize they were being mined for intelligence. This isn't manipulation, it's attention. Most people give away strategic information because no one's listening carefully enough to recognize its value. Here's the application. In every financial conversation, default to listening. Ask questions, let others fill the silence with information about market movements, opportunities, mistakes, strategies. You're not being quiet because you're shy. You're being quiet because you're extracting intelligence while they're performing for validation. The sophistication? Strategic questions guide the conversation toward the information you need while making others feel heard. How did you structure that deal? What would you do differently? Where do you see the opportunity? They'll tell you everything because people love talking about themselves, and you'll harvest the valuable information while they get the emotional satisfaction of being heard. But here's the danger. Some people will misunderstand your silence for ignorance and underestimate you. Perfect. Underestimation is advantage. Let them think you don't understand while you're 3 steps ahead. The twist? The information you gather quietly is worth more than the deals you pitch loudly, because information compounds into strategy. Strategy compounds into wealth.
Strategy 3. Private experimentation. Test your strategies before announcing them. The loud entrepreneur announces their business idea to everyone, seeking validation and excitement. The quiet entrepreneur tests it privately, validates it with actual customers, and only announces after success is secured. This is the difference between theory and execution. Every announcement before validation is vulnerability. You're exposing your strategy to competitors, inviting skepticism that might undermine your confidence, and creating public accountability that limits your ability to pivot. The quiet wealthy test everything in private first. Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." But he didn't announce all 10,000 failures publicly. He worked in private and announced the successes. Look at successful investors. Warren Buffett doesn't announce positions before he's finished accumulating. He builds in silence. Then, when legally required to disclose, he's already captured the value. Tech billionaires acquire competitors quietly, build products in stealth mode, test in closed betas, only going public when they're ready to dominate. Meanwhile, the amateur posts every idea on social media seeking likes and validation. They've now given away their strategy for free, invited competition, and created pressure to succeed publicly. Here's how you apply this. Whatever financial strategy you're pursuing, business, investment, side venture, keep it private until you have proof of concept. Don't announce you're starting a business. Build it. Don't announce you're investing in crypto. Accumulate it. Don't announce you're learning a new skill. Master it. Then, if you choose to make it public, you're announcing victory, not intention. The sophistication. Private experimentation gives you permission to fail without public humiliation. You can test, adjust, pivot, abandon, all without explaining yourself to anyone. This psychological freedom is worth more than social validation because it allows you to optimize for results rather than appearances. But here's the paradox. The more you experiment privately, the more confident your public moves become, because you're only showing the world your successes, not your learning process. The warning? Some opportunities require public momentum, network effects, community building, viral growth. Know when silence serves you and when visibility does. The mastery is choosing strategically, not defaulting blindly.
Strategy 4. Delayed gratification as competitive advantage. While they're spending for appearance, you're accumulating for power. The loud person buys the luxury car, the designer clothes, the expensive apartment, all on debt, all for show. They look rich. They're actually broke. The quiet person drives a paid-off Toyota, wears normal clothes, lives below their means. They look average. They're building wealth. This is the invisible transfer of power happening every day. Those who need to appear wealthy stay poor. Those who accept appearing average become actually wealthy. Benjamin Franklin observed, "Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship." But the modern translation, "Beware of visible expenses. They broadcast weakness while building nothing." Look at the data. The average millionaire drives a car worth less than half their annual income. They live in neighborhoods where they're not the richest person. They spend on assets that appreciate, not liabilities that impress. Meanwhile, the person making $80,000 is driving a $60,000 car, living in a luxury apartment wearing designer labels. They're performing wealth while systematically destroying any chance of actually building it. The quiet wealthy understand every dollar spent on appearance is a dollar not working for you, and dollars working for you compound. Dollars working against you compound into debt. Here's the application. Audit your spending ruthlessly. Every purchase gets one question. Is this building wealth or broadcasting status? If it's broadcasting status, eliminate it. If it's building wealth or genuinely improving your productive capacity, consider it. The sophistication, this doesn't mean be cheap. It means be strategic. Spend on things that generate returns, education that increases earning power, tools that improve efficiency, investments that appreciate. Don't spend on things whose only value is other people's perception. But here's what most people miss. Delayed gratification isn't sacrifice, it's time-shifting satisfaction. You're choosing substantial future satisfaction over hollow present validation. 5 years of quiet accumulation beats 20 years of loud consumption. Because at the end of 20 years, one person owns assets, the other owns debt and memories of looking rich. The warning: some social and business contexts reward visible success, client-facing roles, status-driven industries. Know your environment, but even there, the mastery is appearing successful enough to capture opportunities while maintaining private accumulation. The twist? Eventually, if you stay quiet and accumulate long enough, you become so wealthy that you don't need to impress anyone. That's when you've won.
Strategy 5. Building systems over pursuing opportunities. The loud person chases every shiny opportunity. The quiet person builds one system that generates opportunities. Chasing is exhausting. Building is exponential. Every time someone pitches you on a can't-miss opportunity, they're extracting your attention, energy, and capital. Every time you chase the next thing, you're abandoning the compounding of the current thing. The quiet wealthy don't chase, they build. One system, one model, one machine that generates cash flow, then they optimize it relentlessly while others are jumping to the next trend. Charlie Munger said, "The big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting." Applied here, the big money is not in chasing opportunities, but in building systems that attract them. Look at how wealth actually compounds. Someone builds a business, not sexy, not exciting, just profitable. They reinvest profits, they improve processes, they scale systematically. 10 years later, they own a machine that prints money. Meanwhile, their loud peer has jumped between crypto, NFTs, drop shipping, day trading, real estate flipping, coaching courses, chasing every trend, mastering none, accumulating nothing. The difference isn't intelligence, it's focus. The quiet person commits to boring excellence in one domain. The loud person commits to exciting mediocrity in many. Here's the application. Pick one wealth-building vehicle. One. Business, real estate, index funds, skill development, whatever aligns with your strengths and opportunities. Then go quiet.
Build it, optimize it, scale it. Ignore every other opportunity that comes along. Ignore trends, ignore FOMO. Just build your system with obsessive focus. The sophistication, a system isn't just a business or investment. It's any repeatable process that generates value. A skill you can monetize repeatedly. A network you can leverage continuously. A brand that attracts opportunities automatically. Build the system. Let the system generate the opportunities. Stop chasing. But here's the paradox. The quiet person building one thing looks boring compared to the loud person doing everything. But boring wins. Exciting loses every time. Because compound interest, financial, social, intellectual, requires time and consistency. You can't compound if you're constantly starting over. The warning. There is a time to pivot. When a system is fundamentally broken or the market has shifted permanently, staying committed is foolish. The mastery is knowing the difference between temporary setbacks and terminal failure. But most people pivot too quickly, not too slowly. They chase novelty, not necessity.
Strategy 6. Leveraging underestimation. Let them think you're less capable than you are. Every time someone underestimates you, they've handed you a tactical advantage. They'll reveal more information. They'll offer worse terms. They'll compete less aggressively. Underestimation is a gift, and quiet people receive it constantly. The loud person needs everyone to know how smart, capable, and successful they are. This makes people defensive, guarded, competitive around them. The quiet person lets people assume they're average. This makes people relaxed, open, unguarded. And in that state, they make mistakes. Mistakes you can exploit. Robert Greene wrote, "Always say less than necessary." The financial application, always appear less wealthy than you are. Always seem less strategic than you are. Always look less dangerous than you are. Watch this play out in negotiations. The loud person enters broadcasting competence, success, and sophistication. They think this gives them authority. It actually puts everyone on guard. The quiet person enters seeming humble, maybe even slightly out of their depth. The other side relaxes, gets comfortable, makes assumptions, offers terms they wouldn't offer to someone they perceived as a threat. Then, the quiet person executes with precision and walks away with value the loud person could never have extracted. Here's the application. Stop correcting people's underestimations. When someone assumes you don't understand something, let them believe it. When someone offers you terms assuming you have no other options, accept them if they serve you or use their assumption against them. Your job isn't to be recognized, your job is to win. The sophistication. This is advanced. Most people's ego can't handle being underestimated. They need to prove themselves. That need costs them money, information, and power. You have to genuinely not care what others think of your capabilities. Your results matter. Their opinions don't. But here's the mechanism. When people underestimate you, they reveal their strategies, assuming you won't understand or counter them. They essentially give you their playbook, then you use it against them. The warning. In some contexts, job interviews, pitches to investors, leadership positions, you need to demonstrate competence. Know when underestimation serves you and when it handicaps you. But in wealth accumulation specifically, being underestimated is almost always advantageous. The twist? The longer you can maintain others' underestimation while accumulating actual power, the more devastating your eventual reveal. Not that you need to reveal, but if you do, it's from a position of unquestionable dominance.
Strategy 7. Patience as psychological warfare. Time is an asset the impatient give to the patient. Every negotiation, every investment, every opportunity has people willing to wait and people desperate to close. The desperate always lose.
the patient always win. This is why quiet people dominate. They're comfortable with time passing, with silence, with nothing happening visibly while everything compounds invisibly. The loud person needs immediate results. They need the deal closed now. They need the return today. They need validation constantly. This desperation leaks into every interaction and gets exploited by anyone paying attention. Seneca warned, "No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have." Applied to wealth, no person can force opportunities, but they can avoid chasing them desperately. Look at how billionaires operate. Buffett holds cash for years, waiting for the right opportunity. Bezos builds for decades before Amazon becomes profitable. Musk endures years of Tesla and SpaceX on the edge of bankruptcy. They're playing a long game the impatient can't comprehend. Meanwhile, the average person needs results this quarter, this month, this week, and that desperation makes them accept worse terms, chase bad deals, and abandon good strategies too early. Here's the application. In every financial situation, cultivate the genuine internal state that you can walk away, that you can wait, that time is your ally, not your enemy. This isn't performance, it's actual psychological positioning. You need to know that waiting serves you, that patience is strategy, not passivity. The sophistication. Patient people get better deals because sellers and negotiators know they can't be pressured. They'll wait for the right terms. They'll walk away from anything suboptimal. This changes the entire dynamic. You're no longer in a position of need. You're in a position of selection. But here's the depth. Patience allows you to avoid costly mistakes. Most financial disasters come from impatience, buying at peaks, selling at bottoms, chasing trends, forcing deals. The patient person avoids all of this by simply waiting for obvious opportunities rather than forcing marginal ones. The warning: patience becomes paralysis if you never execute. Some opportunities have real-time constraints. The mastery is distinguishing between manufactured urgency, manipulation, and actual time sensitivity, reality. But in general, err toward patience, because impatience loses money consistently. Patience makes it reliably.
Strategy 8. Silent networking. Your most valuable relationships should be invisible to others. The loud networker is at every event, connecting on every platform, broadcasting every relationship. This makes their network public. Public networks have limited value because everyone can access them. The quiet networker builds relationships deliberately, privately, strategically. Their most valuable connections are unknown to others. This makes their network exclusive. Exclusive networks create unfair advantages. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Your network is your net worth, but the refinement, your hidden network is your actual net worth. Your visible network is just social proof." Look at how real power operates. The most valuable introductions happen privately. The best deals are done through relationships most people don't know exist. The strategic partnerships that create billions happen in rooms the public never sees. Meanwhile, the LinkedIn influencer is broadcasting every connection, every meeting, every opportunity. They think they're building network value. They're actually commoditizing it. Because if everyone knows who you know, your knowledge is worthless. If only you know who you know, your knowledge is priceless. Here's the application. Build deep relationships with valuable people and keep them private. Don't post about meetings with influential people. Don't broadcast strategic partnerships. Don't tag people in your network publicly. Build in private, leverage in private. Keep your actual network strength unknown. The sophistication. The best relationships are mutual. Both parties benefit from the privacy. You're not hiding relationships, you're protecting them from parasites who would try to access them through you. And here's the mechanism. When people don't know your network, they can't use you as a bridge to others.
This means the people in your network trust you more because you're not exploiting the relationship for social credit. This trust depth creates real value, information flow, opportunities, partnerships that you'd never get from public networking. But here's the paradox. Silent networking is slower initially. Public networking looks impressive quickly. But 5 years later, silent networking has created unbreakable trust and exclusive opportunities, while public networking has created shallow connections that anyone can replicate. The warning: some businesses require public networking. Building audience, creating brand, establishing thought leadership. Know when visibility serves you. But even then, your most valuable relationships should remain private.
7 strategies, 7 advantages quiet people have over loud ones in the money game. But here's what matters now. You already know being quiet is powerful. The question is whether you have the discipline to stay quiet while everyone around you is performing. Because the pressure to broadcast is intense. Social media rewards announcement. Culture celebrates visibility. Your ego craves recognition. And quiet accumulation feels like nothing's happening. You're building wealth invisibly, while others are building followers visibly. You're making strategic moves no one sees, while others are making public plays everyone applauds. It will feel like you're losing, like you're being left behind, like you should speak up, show off, announce your wins. This is the test. Can you accumulate in silence while others celebrate in noise? Can you build power privately while others perform publicly? Can you win without anyone knowing you're playing? Because the money game doesn't reward the loudest player. It rewards the most strategic one. And strategy requires silence. Every announcement is information given to competitors. Every broadcast is vulnerability exposed to adversaries. Every public win is a target painted for those who would take it from you. So the truly wealthy stay quiet, not because they're humble, because they're strategic. They let others chase clout while they accumulate capital. They let others seek validation while they build value. They let others announce their intentions while they execute their strategies. And by the time the loud ones realize what happened, the quiet ones have already won. So here's your choice. Be loud and temporary, or be quiet and permanent. Most people will choose loud. They can't help themselves. The need for recognition is stronger than the desire for wealth. But you're not most people. You made it this far, which means you understand that the most dangerous players are the ones you never see coming. Be that player. Stay quiet, stay calculating, stay patient, and let your results speak when your silence finally breaks. The loudest sound in finance is the quiet accumulation of power that no one noticed until it was too late to stop.